Yo, what's going on 1020? I hope you're all super well. Today is the match analysis video that I'm bringing to you guys. I think I'm going to change it up for today, and we're not going to completely analyze it, but it's still going to be an analysis, I guess. I want to take you through what's going on inside my head during these plays. What am I thinking when I approach a 1v1? What am I thinking when I decide to take a shot on goal? So that's how we're going to look at it today. Let me know which one you guys prefer, whether you like me stopping in and saying this is why I did this and this is what I could have done, or just what I'm going to do. So it's a little bit different. It shouldn't be too much of a change, but just let me know what you guys think down in the comments. So let's start it off. I'm playing out over on the left wing. Where am I? That's me there. And at this point, and stop that. Stop. At this point, I look to make a run to receive the ball to feet there, and once I do that, I see, look, even if I get this ball, what am I going to do with it? There's not a whole lot. So I recognize that I've brought this fullback way out of his back full line, even if these two guys aren't standing next to each other holding hands. I've drawn him away, which is the whole check-in, check-out thing. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that, where basically you run that way and then you run that way. But a lot of people just do this, where it's like a step and then a step that way, which works. But this sort of movement is a lot more effective, because look how far I've dragged him. Now, as soon as I recognize that there's, first off, no space for me to receive the ball there, and I've dragged a player out, I'm like, okay, I want this in behind. And so that's what happens. I receive the ball in behind. And I would say at this point, I get my head up. I see this option here, but I also see an opportunity to curl it into the back post. I'm like, oh, which one do I do? And I just went, look, the best and safest option is to just cut it across goal, because it's pretty much an automatic goal. And I didn't trust myself to hit that on this field. We've spoken about it before. I don't want to touch on that much anymore. But look, I just cut across goal, and it's easy goal. So that's the most important thing, that our team scores, gets the early goal, and we get up and get the 1-0 lead. Pretty stoked with that. Now, this one, I'm out on the left again. I'm on the left wing pretty much the whole game. And here, I take my touch. Now, I'm thinking that I want to take this down the line, but as soon as I show the ball to him, he can get in front of me, and that didn't go through my head. All I thought was, I want to receive here, get into this space, because look how much there is there, and then get some sort of cross in. But as soon as I show the ball there and he can get his arm in front of me, that's where he's going to win it off me. So we'll go back. I know you guys want to see the plays in full, so I'll let you watch it yourself. And I show, and then look, he gets his arm in front. I can't win that ball. So all I did was expose the ball, then a little bit of hustle. As soon as I lose the ball, I want to do my best to win it back. Now, this movement here, I kind of want the ball, but not really. This whole movement from there to there, if you guys saw it, we'll take it back in a second, is to create space for this overlapping player. And I think you'll even see I do a hand movement to say, yeah, get it behind me. So I'm well out wide. I come running in, and I check my shoulder and see how I go, yeah, over. Because I don't want that ball. That's the ball that needs to be put in. And then I make the run around, and he takes a shot. Fair play to him. Just misses. Playing left wing again. Sees space in behind. And the reason I make this run now, instead of wanting it to feet, is because I know I just burnt this guy. I absolutely smashed him for speed. I'm feeling quicker with all the sprint training I'm doing. But look, he's got maybe a meter on me. He's facing almost towards the ball, and I'm already away. So I know that if this ball goes over the top, I'm through. On top of that, look at that line. It's very, very high. So if I get this ball in behind, I'm through. That's why I don't ask for the ball to feet. Now I'm in a 1v1 situation, and I stand him up. And this is the sort of 1v1 stuff. I'm dropping my shoulder now. I was kind of just feeling him out, seeing where he's going, how he reacts to certain things. And you'll see, we played in slow-mo, I drop, okay, he didn't move too much. He's watching the ball, this is good. And I go again, I'm like, okay, he's not gonna move. And then this is just creating time because they're all, look at all these guys, they're running back going, oh no, what's going to happen? And then I see this pass into here for the player who's going to follow up for a shot. So kind of just feeling him out there, not much to say, and a very bad and unfortunate bobble for him. Now we win this ball and I see space in behind. Now, at this point, as soon as he takes his touch that way, there's no point me going to support in this area like I usually would. Seeing as it's a 2v2, my run needs to be like that because both these guys only have eyes for the ball. They're just like, we need to win this ball together, man. And I'm like, well, okay, I'm going to run this way and just hide behind you. And when that happens, there's a ton of space. He does very well here to create space there, and if he passes that across, I have a shot on goal. He had a shot on goal. You know, it is what it is. Kickoff after we scored our second goal, I think. I don't think Dad gets this part on camera, but this guy comes rushing in. You can only just see it. So the ball's in the air, and this is a tough one because you can't beat him. Now I see, you won't be able to see it, but he dives in, and I love chipping the ball over someone's leg. So if their knee and leg dives in like this, I chip it over that part because you can't move your quad, but if you pass it and try and keep it on the ground, you can move your foot. So I chip it over his leg and go through with it. Now I see this running behind. I know that this guy's quick and I can see that there's a space you guys can't quite see because it's a bit zoomed in, but there's space for him to run in behind. And this is again the one with the spin because it's kind of close to the goalkeeper, you'll see. Without the spin there, maybe the goalkeeper could have come out, maybe not now that I'm looking at it. But with the spin, it goes through, and then he does a good job to hold it up, beat a couple of players, and then he gets absolutely smashed. And I step up. I felt confident in taking the penalty. I've never actually done a two-step penalty in my life. You guys have seen me do them at trainings and sessions with Jay and stuff, but I've never actually done a competitive one-stepper penalty or two-stepper, whatever you want to call it. So basically it's just there, you take one step back and you get one step in. I think I did it off my wrong. Did I? I'm standing completely wrong. I don't even know. I can't remember. Oh no, there we go. So yeah, you put your left foot back and then take one step in, and you just have a lot more control in your strike. Try it out, it's simple. I feel like it's a bit frowned upon because it's kind of like a Paneka where it's disrespectful, I guess, because you're not doing a run-up. Here we get a breakaway, and I'm absolutely busting it to get down this line because I can see that's where the space is. Again, eyes for the ball, eyes for the ball. And watch my run because I keep myself onside just by angling my run slightly. So at that point there, if I didn't do that, I would have been offside. Now here, we're going to watch this. Goal, yep, but we're going to take it back to this point. So I get to here and I stand it up. Now, as soon as it's there, I look up and I see, look at this keeper. He's touching his post with his foot. Now, at this angle, as a keeper, you're probably not too concerned. You're going to get beaten at the back post, but I just saw that and I thought, wow, I can just curl this. And because of my momentum, my whole body is going to the left, I can really whip that ball and hit that back stick. I wasn't really intending to hit the back post, but we're going to play it frame by frame. So I see him and I'm like, okay, look at my whole body momentum. It's all going to the left, so I can really whip that ball. I get a ton of curve on it. The keeper looks at it, I think it's going wide, off the post. Yeah, just a good goal. I enjoyed that one. That was good fun. And yeah, a few celebrations. I don't know why are we still watching this? Okay, here, long throw in. I really dislike long throw-ins. This was the third goal. I just don't think they're effective, but now I absolutely love long throw-ins. So I never get inside this area because I'm not going to win a header. I usually stand and hang around this area, especially on corners as well. So the ball gets thrown in, and I'm like, I got a jog, and I see an opportunity. And this guy here who clears it, as soon as he went to lunge for, I'm like, this is coming to me. So I already had planned out in my head what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to hit it to that far post. So it gets to here, and I have a good first touch, but this guy just comes out way too quick. So if you look at me, I look like I'm really going to shoot that ball. We're going to play this one frame by frame. So I really look like I'm going to hit that ball. We're going to go back and watch the whole thing, don't worry. And then I feint it. Now, even I'm not too sure how I managed to finish this, because I always like to have a diagonal run up to the ball rather than a straight. So you can see, because of that feint, I have a very straight run up, and I have to dig it out of my feet to get it to that back post. And I just know, I don't look up, I just know that the goalkeeper's going to be, because of the circumstances from the long throw in, he's going to be on this near post, and the back post is the one that's going to be free. So I just recognize that, and I guess it's just hours and hours and hours of practice getting that finesse shot. You know, there's just so many different ways you can do it, and this is the sort of one. I like this goal as well. I don't know which one was my favorite. Which one do you guys like more, the second or the third goal, or the first? So that was the third goal. That made it 4-0, I think. No, 5-0. And then a bit of celebrations. What's going through my head right now is just like, this is sick. Like, it just felt good to be comfortable on the ball. Now, I need to see this. Is this a nutmeg? No, I didn't think it was. So here, I see, you have to recognize that these guys have just gone 5-0 down. They're going to be frustrated. And I'm feeling really confident in myself now. So I'm thinking, okay, this guy's coming running in, he just lost the ball, he's going to be sprinting, so I kick it around him and then get to the other side. And this is a sort of ball which is good, because have a look at this, you can't quite see, but this guy's well off his defensive line. This winger is doing a great job to stay out there. So I'm looking at that and going, okay, I can thread this ball through, he's going to be one-on-one with the goalkeeper. But it's a bit of both. I would say, whoops, I hit it a little bit too hard, as you can see. But on top of that, this guy is really quick, so if he recognized what I was trying to do, then he could have got onto that ball. But I think my pass was definitely too firm, and yeah, I just needed to work on that. So that was a little bit frustrating, but doing that skill before to get it around the guy was just good confidence. Here, I just pushed the guy off a little bit, completely legal. I go 1v1 with this guy. Again, holding it up, and I see a run around the back. It doesn't go quite to his feet, but he gets into good space. I don't want to stop that. Here, left wing again, making sure I get wide, create space for myself. I want to create a 1v1. So here, I'm like, okay, I haven't gone down the line. And someone commented this, showed him, when do you decide to go down the line and when do you decide to go inside? Now for me, I much prefer going inside, simply because I can take the touch out of my feet, have a shot, finesse it. And so I thought, and that becomes very predictable. So if you don't go down the line, the defender will always know that you want to go inside. So I go, okay, I'm just going to take this one line. And it was just a pre-planned thing. And look, it wasn't for me to really win this, but look, I do some decent skill. And then just a poor cross. I touched on this. It needs to be a flick over to the back post. And so look, it was pre-planned, but hey, even if I lost the ball, now the defender's a little bit worried that I might go down the line. Making space for myself again. And I see a ball back post. You guys won't see it quite yet, but have a look at this. He's completely free. And if this guy makes his run towards there where he can be in a real scoring opportunity, have a look at where the ball bounces. Just there. So if he gets his head, if he gets his noggin onto this in this area instead of running down there, definitely could have been a goal. But, you know, missed opportunity, hey-ho. I think this is the last play. Again, making that run inside. And now I recognize that the fullback gets dragged out. And then just a poor touch. That's one of those ones, you know, just happens. Poor little touch. If I had a good touch, who knows what could have happened. Going forward. Now, this one, you're going to notice this theme. Have a look at this. I hold onto that ball until that centre-back commits. Now that that centre-back's out of the line, this guy can attack that space. It's just simple stuff. Hold on to that ball until you've dragged the defender away. There's no point passing if you haven't dragged anyone out of position. And then he's able to get a shot on goal because of that. You're going to see this one happen a lot in the second half, I think. Now, do you guys think this is a foul? I think a couple of you guys said, yeah, maybe. I grab him by the shoulder, but it's only very light. What puts him off the most is I just put my toe in there. See how I kicked that ball away? And then he goes off balance because he's like, oh, damn, he actually got the ball. And then I win it back. So, I don't know. You guys be the judge. I'm not fast. It was 5-0 at this point. This one. So this is a nice little bit of play going forward, and then I continue it. Now, I see this, and let's have a stop there. Look how close this play got to the ball there. Now I want to take it back. This is the sort of thing we need to recognize in counterattacks is if you're on a counterattack, you need to 100% make a sprint. You're going to see that I do it in a clip pretty soon, but a counterattack is for everyone to go forward. You look at Liverpool, who are great at it. Mane, Salah. You go forward. As soon as you win that ball, you can see we're putting the defenders out of place. Now, this player here stops running or stops sprinting. I don't think he's the 10. I would say this is probably the 10's job to continue this, but he's in that situation. And if he continues that run as a sprint, he can 100% make that ball. But look, was my pass too hard? Was I trying too much? Should I have taken the ball down the line? Possibly, but you know, if I do that pass, maybe next time he's going to just subconsciously think, oh, okay, Sheldon, we're on a counter-attack, Sheldon has the ball, he's going to try and play it through. So, look, it's just you could say poor pass, you could say bad link-up play, whatever it is, it's done, and hopefully in the future, we can work that link-up play a little bit better. This was epic. Oh, that spin absolutely killed him. Now I get inside here, dropping my shoulder. I see nothing's on. I drag a player in and then release it. I'm out on the left. This one was interesting because I did the scissor the way I faked. And then as soon as he dived in, I hit it. So I want to take this back. There's not much to say on this. Just get past him. And this is the one. This is so on, man. Top corner. And I know I can hit that as well. Like, it was just a poor shot. If you watch, let's take this. The problem with the shot is there. Look how it's slightly away from me. I want to hit it when it's there. But at that point, it's just this far away from me, which means that I messed it up. So it was a bad timing, bad judgment of the ball, which led to the shot. And then, you know, what's going through my head then? I'm like, okay, poor shot. Let's go win this ball back. So immediately, go there, get a toe in, and I win the ball back for the team. So that's the sort of thing. Whenever you lose the ball, whenever you make a mistake, don't sit there and go, ah, oh, damn. Just win the ball back. Here, this is the counter-attack I'm talking about. I'm not going to stop this one except for at the end. Again, dragging the ball in, dragging players in, waiting. Look at me, I'm continuing my run, continuing. And now I see that this guy's going to get dragged out of position, and I make my finish. So from the beginning back there, I made the run to there, which then gave me a shooting opportunity. Now, I said this in the actual video, but have a look at my run. See how I've curved it, and the ball went slightly this way, which is fine. What I need to do is a right foot toe poke into that corner. My mentors told me about this before. I think it's Raul is amazing at it. And if I toe poke that, I'm going to get a lot more power, and it might not be as accurate, but it's just going to be power. Whereas if I do this outside the foot, it just, oh, good save. It's just a lot softer and yeah, not as great. Next up, in a bit of space, so I move out wide. I think this is the Messi move someone said was really good, and I agree. No, wrong one. Dragging players in again, and then this leads to a goal. Now, someone actually said, Sheldon, you have a ton of space down the line here. Like, I watched this back when someone commented that. If you guys ever comment a timestamp or whatever, I always look back at it. If I drop my shoulder to the right and then go down the line, I'm either one, going to be able to run through on goal, or two, most likely what's going to happen is this guy's going to come in, him, and I'm going to be in a 1v1 with the centre back, which is sick because either this guy's going to be in a 1v1 or I can have a 1v1 with him down here, beat him inside, finish, or go down the line and finish. So I need to recognise, see this space out here, and then take it if need be. But look, it ends up in a goal, so you can't really complain, can you? It's just recognising those little things that could have led to something. much to say. We're just... oh yeah, okay, so we're going forward. I know this one. We're going forward, and I decide to support behind. So you see I hold my run there because... let's stop it. I hold my run because there's not much point me running into there. I'm just running into nothing. If I receive back here, I think actually what I will do is check my shoulder at this point. So you see, I'm running, I check, you can see that slight little check. I'm like, okay, no one is marking me. I have so much space. I'm just gonna stay here and receive. Now I let it roll across my body, partly because it went behind me, partly because I wanted it to go that way. Now I'm gonna let this play, but this first one is a nutmeg, and then I drag the defender in again. So nutmeg there, and then it drags in. So look, and then I create a ton of space for this guy. And sure, look, they were lucky touches maybe because it was only centimeters, but it's just getting that sort of thing into your head about it. Love this touch there, but turning into trouble. Poor. Again, winning that ball back as quick as I can. Now I'm looking, okay, where do I need a defender? He might pass line. Now this is the messy move. Bang. Drop the shoulder. I don't care that I lost the ball here. Right there, I don't care. I'm not fast. This is the sort of move I need to get into my game. So I approach the defender. Let's have a look. I'm approaching the defender and I move over to the right hand side. And it's that drop. Look how low I've dropped. And look at his foot. So he's already gone that way and I've cut inside. Honestly, being honest with you guys, I'm not fussed that this guy's here. First off, we're 7 or 8-0 up. And secondly, I want to get this into my game. Even if we were 1-0 up, or even if we were down. This is the sort of thing I want to get into my game. Look how quick it was. That was perfectly executed. It's just I didn't recognize the guy was there. So that's what I need to start doing more of, hopefully next week. And then trainings, I can start executing that. And then Kwame misses. So that's the drop of the shoulder I need to implement more of. If I can do that, then I'll beat a lot more players in the games. And yeah, I think that was a solid performance. Of course, a few mistakes. It's just going to happen. But I'm stoked with that. I'm feeling confident going into next week's game, which is on a Friday. Feeling good. Now, I just need to not go back into the mindset of I need to win this for the team. I need to do everything. I just need to play my game because you guys see when I play my game, I'm on it. And we all know. We all know I can play. It's just about putting it there. So I'm going to end it there. That was my Snapchat, not yours. Unlucky. So anyway, Team Tweet, I'm signing out. Make sure you leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Join the journey. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.